Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
We're gonna have a show today. That's right. You're here, none other than Pajam. We're gonna have the dynamic duo of Pajam. PDA
and J Moss.
Yeah, some really dear friends of ours. Oh, we've got Sheila Benz and Ernest Pugh and folks. And you guys, I want you to know that you can also get us on YouTube. So we're available on YouTube after the shows, or you can catch them right after we do them as well.
Drake. Hey, what's up,
Drake,
Drake?
Mr. Omega Sci-Fi.
That's right. I'm doing my Omega stuff for next week. I'm putting on.
You're gonna put on some Omega Sci-Fi stuff. Okay. Well, we're just so proud to have them on today. I want you to remember this is Car Fittable Talks. Please tell your friends about it. We've been getting good feedback from you, but we need to keep building and building. So we'd appreciate it if you told your friends about it too.
So on the YouTube, when you see it, when you view it, just subscribe, hit notify. We appreciate that.
And it's under Vicki McLaughtayad's YouTube, not Carfitable YouTube.
Oh yeah, Vicki McLaughtayad.
Subscribe to Vicki McLaughtayad's YouTube page to get all the content.
You guys, there's so much you got to do. And I wanted you to know my beautiful earrings again are from Mac Artistry. It's my sister. She doesn't pay us, but I like to give her a plug.
There she is.
Oh, there she is right there. And so, yeah, it's just if I like something, I'm going to talk about it. So that is really, really cool. It's been quite a week, another week. Did you get the question I sent? No,
yes.
Did we get Leon's
question?
Yeah,
we got Leon's questions. Yes.
Okay, and Sis Praise, hi, how you doing? Winter Blossom. What are some other things we have to remind people about? You know, just to do little cleanup stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the little things we might do. Just remember, we're on every Friday. We've just not been on one Friday, and that was New Year's Day. We figured you guys probably didn't want to see us on New Year's Day. But
we were taking a break.
Yeah, we were taking
Family
a much-needed
time.
break, and it's really been quite. What do you think about 2021? Do you think it's going to be better than 2020? It's looking a little. I don't know. 2021 is looking interesting in itself, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, it's
got its own time, its own thing.
It's got its own flavor, and I don't know if that's gonna be better or worse. Oh, D Brown, hi D Brown, and Jazzy Bits. I think that is. I hope I'm saying that right. PDA and those guys getting ready to come on right now. So
I know, but I can't do both, Daddy.
So we're just gonna get ready to have them getting ready to come on. So that's going to be fun. Everybody have fun. Let's see. How's it going, Shami? We getting everybody ready? Look, I see Jonathan Slocum at least.
No, that's me just looking to go.
Yeah, I got names, I'm just saying. We're just waiting.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to get J Moss.
We're waiting. Just doing a little waitery. And, is it coming on now? Don't worry about that just yet. You can wave at folks anytime. We just want to make sure we're getting our guests on. These guys are really dear friends of ours. Of course, I say that every week, but that's what we do. We talk to our friends. So, you know, they're a gospel's dynamic duo Pajam, comprised of J Moss and PDA. They have really revolutionized gospel music. Who else sounds like J Moss? Nobody. There are a lot of people trying to copy him, but they definitely don't sound like J Moss. He has a sound all his own. And I want to even ask him, how did he get that sound, that ooh, in his voice that he does? I don't know how he does that. I remember when he was signed, we were...
Is that a Moss thing?
Well, with Mosses and Clarks, they all have their own sound. Each one is something specific. Like Dorinda goes... So each of them are doing something different. So I don't know what it is, but they produce people like Beyonce, Justin Timberlake.
There we go.
They can't see our faces.
Yeah, make this
Where are
stand
you,
up, brother.
Hey, they ain't got no mask on, boy. I'm going, hey, they ain't got no mask
Oh,
on.
you got your mask. I'm not mad at you. You
There
did
go
your
that
mask.
face. There go that face.
We got all the masks.
If
Hey,
you,
Jay
no
Moss,
mask on.
how you
Don't
doing, bro?
Pandemic?
Man, I've seen you guys in a while in PDA.
What's
I was
happening, man?
thinking back to when we did that March Madness, and I'm saying, man, those dudes tried to win, but they couldn't win. We had
I
the brothers.
think we won 1 year. We won 1 year.
I think that's right. Y'all
you
did
did
it.
win 1 year.
I won
Yeah,
2 times, so let's just. I won 2 times.
No, you trying to pull rank.
With Nadia, so just want to throw that out there.
You guys, what we're talking about is we get together. We didn't do it this last year, but through the years, we've gotten together to do March Madness with the college basketball team. What's going on over there?
Oh, there we
We
go.
dropping the iPad and everything.
My win. They were remembering my win, and then
So I was just explaining what it was.
We'll get
Was,
some more details, but
do you guys have 4 bars in your car?
Yeah, we good on that.
Okay,
we
okay,
good.
hallelujah. Because it could be.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, is it cold over there?
Yeah, it's cold. It's snowing today.
Oh,
And you're out in the snow in your. Okay, you guys, you win. You win.
Yes.
You win.
Yes. No
Oh,
question.
my goodness.
But we were just telling the people.
He got it
some
so
of the-
hot in here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. He
It's
got it
hot?
so hot in here. Oh my
Well,
God.
we'll start.
I'm
Put
making
my fingers on.
Okay, go ahead.
You got too many
Go
legs.
ahead.
These brothers, man, y'all don't y'all age?
They go.
Yeah.
No, don't age. We
Look at
just-
y'all. Y'all in sunny California.
I
Y'all
know.
just,
Oh,
We so
man.
jealous.
It's hot.
just
It's
terrible.
good seeing you
It's
guys.
78
Paul, I
degrees.
can't
You
see
too.
your face, and Claude,
Yes, you can. You can see me.
I can see. I want to see that handsome face.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you show us that handsome face all the time on your Instagram and everything.
Oh,
and of course, Jay's got the other. I guess you got to say 2 of the most handsome guys in gospel too. I must
Absolutely.
say.
Well, not just in gospel.
But you've
If,
always,
if you're not including
you've
me.
always favored Paul. Vicky. I'm not listening to any of this.
You were the artist. I was like the son they didn't have. How about that?
It's so good. Oh man, it's so good to see and hear you. It's been a little while, really.
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah,
Minute.
too long. We gotta. We've always supported each other in what we're doing, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you guys have worked with people like Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Kelly Price, Boys to Men, Kirk Franklin, Marvin Sapp, Dorinda Clark Cole. You've done.
Is she actually reading
Why
that?
you read that? Most of them artists are your artists.
That's your stuff. You ain't got, get out of that script.
Right.
Get out of that script.
Right, acting like I don't know who that is.
She read the bio like, yeah, you a newscaster. You a girl.
You guys, I am trying to show you that I have a little journalistic thing going on.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, okay.
You said forget
What you
about
gotta
it.
do?
We just talking. We just
Forget
talking.
it. It ain't working. We might as well just talk. Trying to impress you. But go ahead and tell me some of the everybody may not know all of the other work you've done
Right, you
besides
guys
the work you've
They're
done.
very prolific in terms of writing and producing. And,
Come on, Paul. You the encyclopedia.
Listen,
for the
listen. We, it's
Hey,
been
it ain't over yet.
I mean, TV. We do a lot of TV. We do a lot of movies.
Right.
Like who? Come on.
Scoring, soundtracks. We do.
I'm
know,
trying to impress the people that y'all are somebody
She
that we
said
follow.
flex.
I don't know. I
Feel like
Flex,
Grey's
flex,
Anatomy.
flex.
don't have the script in front of me. I got a mask in front of me. But I mean,
But
they looking like what?
You guys,
I mean, you've mentioned a lot of people. Everything in gospel that you could think of. In the glory years of the industry of our genre. I mean, we were this close to working with Michael Jackson in He passed away. I mean, it was, you know, guys.
Oh wow, that's right. Oh, wow.
You know, he was coming to our studio.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
He was coming into the studio and stuff. And
Right.
those were some great times. But you know something, I always wanted to be a great musician and all that. And what I'm finding, which is very perturbing to me, is that a lot of people that play and are talented like you guys started like when they were 4 and 5. And
What you say? It's too late.
yeah,
Yeah,
by
you
the time
started
I
too
was
late.
in, elementary school, I was old.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
this guy was on a
been there,
record
and that's come
4
out.
years old.
4 years old.
On
I
a record.
know.
See?
So,
On a
I mean,
record.
how many instruments do
I
you
can barely
play?
talk. I can
It
barely
was figured.
It's really a gift. I mean, when a parent sees it, should they just, because
just kind of go with it. You kind of go with it. You don't always know as a parent, but you just kind of, the kids will let you know. You know, the child will let you know. They'll start gravitating to certain things, whether it's playing pots in the kitchen or strumming an invisible guitar, things like that.
Right.
So the kid will let you know, and you just kind of help them, give them a little push every now and then.
Push, yeah.
But there was music totally in your house. And PDA,
Yeah.
what about you?
Listen,
you
the old school church, it was like school. So you know, and so if you got to church late, you played the bongos or the tambourine. If you got there early, you got a choice. You got the drums, you got the keys, you got the bass, you got the guitar or the organ.
So you knew who came late.
So you know who came late by what you played. And so we used to be like, Mom, you got to get to church. I don't want to play the bongo today. I played bongos last week. Drums, you know. And so, and then when you get on the instrument, you know, not only are you learning, but you also trying to, you know, you're trying to develop quickly because then other people will want you to play the drums, and so you become one of the favorites. So
Right.
You know, that's why
old school church, because
but
listen, that was
Church.
they had everything for us to learn from, and we did.
they say old school church was the Black Conservatory of Music. And
Yes,
that's
yes.
No
really
question.
true, huh?
That's how we both are musicians at different instruments. I mean, we skill at different instruments, you know.
Because at church, man, we got to get back to that. But I mean, how could you do that, period, if everything is going online and is virtual church? How?
Yeah, but you can't. Nah, these kids,
We figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like navigating the
Right.
minefield, right? We just all adjusting and figuring, like, what step do I go next? And then, you know, the advantage that we all have, right, is we're spirit led. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But-
But these are
keep
shifting times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now you're pastoring as well as all the incredible music, but I want to talk to you about that too. First of all, you guys are Michigan, born and raised, just
You're
like Claude.
Michigan, yeah. No,
Right
I
here in the
was
cold.
born and
Yeah,
raised in
Claude, come home, Claude, and
Yeah.
feel every piece of this winter. Feel every
Oh,
piece
no,
of this
oh,
winter.
no,
You know,
no.
bro, I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
No, I had these cute red boots on one time, and I went to Detroit in the winter, and that snow or salt or something just ate up my
It was
boots.
great.
Yeah, they were.
It was great when you were done, wasn't it?
And I said, I will never
Never.
come back here when it's cold
Yeah,
again.
that was cool. I've been to Detroit. We've been down there when they were
Yeah.
kids.
People are great. The people are great.
Yeah.
And they'll invite you
okay.
to barbecue in a minute.
Too cold.
But it's too
Say
cold.
too cold.
Sounds like,
Yeah, no, it's just too cold.
I wasn't born here. I don't know nothing about it.
But,
Yeah.
so when did you guys meet each other?
Oh man, we were probably the church scene. What Paul was talking about, the church scene. You know, just knew each other, and the Lord just kind of brought us closer and closer and closer together as we grew up and matured, and then we landed up on this independent. He was actually a friend of Paul's at the time. His name was David Robinson, and that's where that was like one of my first solo demo endeavors, if you will. And Paul was already hooked up with him, and that's once we made that connection on that label, independent label here out of Detroit. The rest was history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
remember you calling me, and I said, this man, I mean, you're one of there are a few out there, but you're one of the vocalists of our time, Jay. No,
Praise the Lord.
like you do. And I mean, how do you make the throat do that?
Wait a minute. What does it do again, Vicki? What does it do?
If she could do it, she'd be singing.
If I could do it, I wouldn't have had to sign you.
You go Go ahead, Vicki. I love it. That's right.
But honey,
We're trying to sign you. It's just one of those gifts, Vicki. You know, I praise God for it every single day. He just bless, you know, it's from my dad's side of the family.
the Mosses, yes.
A bunch of gifted people. All my
Yes.
uncles and aunts, they just had these talents. And then their mom, her name was Maddie too. And
Dr.
she,
Maddie Mascott, and there was another Maddie. I didn't know that.
That's the auntie, their mother. Maddie and my dad's mother, her name is Maddie too. And
okay.
the preacher, she was gifted. And it just ran in the family, and I was just so glad to get just a piece of it, you know. And
Well, you got a whole lot of it, I tell you that.
Yeah.
And then Paul somehow, because when you have, I remember so clearly, I always loved your voice, but I said, that brother's stuff he's singing is so complicated. If he could just simplify a little bit, it's just nobody will be able to sing his songs back because he could be doing opera, anything. But somehow, oh, seriously.
But Vicki, what's so epic about what you said is what's missing today. You never hesitated to say, hey guys, I love what you got, but it could be better. It could be more commercial. And I don't think we have enough people that are bold enough to stand in front of an artist with talent oozing out of their pores and say, hey, it's great, but there is another level. And you gave us that. You did that for our crew. And it was just, that's missing today. We talk about it all the time. It's missing. Everybody's just, yes, man. Ooh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot.
They don't have A&Ring anymore. And people
no more
really, really love the music.
Let me tell this story about this little lady with that pink shirt on right now.
Oh, Lord.
Now, first of all, she was one of the ones that told us no before she said yes.
Absolutely.
To side J Mark. So you one of the ones that was on our little checklist of people to like, you know, when we get there, right?
She kicked it back.
I remember when we had did some other things together, and we came and I flew to LA after we had did the deal for Jay. I came in your office, that little cubby hole with all them weird chairs in there, and that leopard ottoman and all that stuff. Yeah. I came in that office, and you know everybody was there. Your whole A-team was there, but they was in their offices or cubicles or whatever. I brought the J Moss Project 1 to you, and I played every song, and you was like, oh, I want to be unto thee, oh Lord. Don't pray and worry. Think again. Oh my God, this album is so good. And I was going, she keeps saying good. What? And she said, this is so good. And then she said, I love it. 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 But something's missing.
There it is.
And I said, what?
What is
You brought me, you know, I was like, we got the bang, we got the praise and worship, we got the church song. What's missing? She said, I don't know. That's your job. y'all gonna figure it out. It's my job to know that there's something that's missing. So I was like, well, I don't know if this is a good meeting, bad meeting. I don't know what this is, right?
We left LA a lot of times going, what just happened?
Listen, I called Jay. I walked out of the office. I didn't even say bye good. I just walked out of the office. I think Shabby was there. I walked out of the office like, so I called Jay. I'm like, yeah, I'm just come back tonight. He said, you gonna come back tonight? He said, yeah, did she love it? I said, she loved it. But she like, something's missing. Listen, fast forward. By the time I got off the plane, this boy had prayed, went to the bathroom, took a good, you know, and listen, he said, P, I'm gonna see you this idea. And so he sent me this melody. And I was like, oh, okay. So we started ping-ponging our concept and process is I'll send him something, he'll send me something, and we'll ping-pong back and forth.
Okay.
3 days later, I got back on the plane. Guess what I did? Came back to your office. I think I just bum rushed you. I think you was on the phone with probably Claude. But when I played the first part of that song, you stopped the tape. Well, CD, you stopped it. And I was like, oh, this ain't it. You paused and you went out into the room, out of your office and called everybody in. And when you called everybody in, you was like, they got it. They got it.
That was that. If I
no
was
matter
a doctor,
what you
so
are,
Yes,
Right.
yes.
when that "We Must Praise" came across that speaker's yard, went crazy.
I never will forget that.
And
Yeah.
Tracy walked out of that. Tracy Artist, she walked out of that office already knowing what the plan was going to be. Monica
For the
Baker
marketing.
knew what the plan was going to be. Claude
Yes.
knew what the plan. It was crazy.
Yes.
But we appreciate those times now more than ever because don't nobody do that.
No.
I thought that was
No,
the
I
most
guess they don't
very
anymore.
down simple- And it goes back to what you said about simplicity, Vicki, because I'm just like, ain't nothing in this song. Like, can I put some more?
What was it?
Yep.
It was like,
I
no.
can't remember that song. If I was a doctor,
Yep.
I remember it when if I was a doctor, I would do something. What would you do?
My
You know
research
what
or
you
something
would
right there. My research.
You was just like I don't know whatever. Where did that come from? I was like, you said we figured it out.
We figured
You
it
know
out.
what I
So
mean?
we figured it out.
Yeah, it was really great. You guys have just continued, but I mean, you've gone from the music. You've been label people. I remember what I liked about you guys so much was your confidence, and if you will, these were men I had in. When I would talk with you guys, we've got different kinds of people and personalities.
Yeah.
And types
That was nice.
of men. Shall I
That
say.
was nice. That was nice.
These guys are men.
They're men. I like that.
That
See,
was
y'all
Detroit.
think we messy.
What?
Y'all
I
think
didn't
we
say.
messy. But that Claude Vicki, they take the cake. That was. I love
That was
with
awesome. She said, these are men.
Yeah.
We talking
Men, manly men. Do-do-do. So we had all that, and you brought other groups on, but there was just something about your style that was always very different, and so you guys were obviously prodigies, because I am still believing God that I'll be able to play the piano and sing. I'm still believing that.
Years later.
Hey man, listen.
That's just a blessing.
And wife had a baby. Who was baby? Who was the baby that had a baby?
the baby
And
had
who-
a baby.
Who was the lady? Who was the old lady in the baby? You're not too old yet.
Sarah.
She had a baby.
Sarah.
Elizabeth.
It was Isaac.
Sarah.
Yeah, Isaac can't wait. Like, you good. You never too good.
You guys
We gotta pray about that.
you guys keep
Claude said,
you guys
Claude said, I done retired, yo. We got to pray about that. Because
Oh,
the angel of the Lord definitely going to have to do it.
how are you guys doing in these times? I mean, we were trying to decide, is 2020, is 2021 going to be crazier than 2020? What y'all doing during this time? I mean,
Come on, Pastor.
It just, you know what? It's definitely the year of healing and restoration. But
Yes.
sometimes that process, I mean, like I had 3 surgeries on my feet. And it wasn't the surgery. The surgery was, I was asleep, right? It was the healing process that brought forth most of the pain. So in 2021, though we're coming out, we're still going to feel the sting of the healing.
Okay, the healing process.
Yeah.
because
You guys in ministry in different ways. I mean,
Yeah.
Jay, you're pastoring. Paul, you're a minister of music, and in different types of
and he's on the board
congregations.
on the board for
in different kinds of congregations in Detroit. And so it's very interesting with COVID, how we're adjusting how we worship, and also, this whole, racial
you're
divide.
gonna have to get close. You're gonna have to get closer to Paul, even though you
At
may
least
not
they
want
call
to.
it a racial
I'm fading
divide
out.
in the church. So, can you guys speak to that? I know, Paul, you're in a predominantly white church, and and how how that works in that situation. How the people there are sensitive to systemic racism or white privilege in the church. I mean, are they sensitive to that, or are those issues you have to deal with?
I mean, those are issues we have to deal with everywhere, not just in the
Right.
church, just in the streets. If you pull up the light, and honk at somebody too much, you got to be careful how much you press on that horn. I mean, it's so, from week to week, being at a multiracial church, you just see that people are just lost, right? People are just, they're confused. They're hopeless. That's their demeanor and their posture, and it don't matter what color you are. You know,
Right.
everybody needs the same thing. We all need the same thing, which is guidance from God. And I think people are just trying to figure out how to get that, where to get that from. And I think this is a wake-up call for just everybody, not just one
Right.
church or one society, another society, or these type of people, that kind of people. I just think it's a wake-up call for everybody.
Good. Very good.
Well, yeah. And Jay, how is it for you? I mean, are you guys back in a physical place? Or you said, no, thank you. I'm there. Yeah.
My church.
Nope. Nope.
Do you think it's ever going to go back, or is it going to be some kind of a hybrid? Or
Well, I always tell my church that God didn't shake this up for it to go back to being the same. When you shake something up, think of contents in a bottle, right? Yeah. If you shake it up, you wanted it. Your intent was for it to change. So I'm reshaping the culture and the trajectory. Stop.
No, that was great.
The trajectory of our church, and I'm telling them, if the desire is to get back to what it was, we're defeating the purpose of moving forward in our progression.
Right.
So I don't think we're ever going to get back to the same. Will we get back to buildings? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But the way we do ministry, the way we worship, and I think we got so far away from God's agenda. We got to get back to being spirit-led. Everything was so official. Communion on every first Sunday, right? We got to do the anniversary at this time. We got to fast at the beginning of the year. And everything was just official, but nothing really had God in it. And he's just like, is anybody listening to me? Is anybody, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does anybody care about what I want today? And that's
Right.
kind of the way I'm reshaping the mentality of the future progression of our church. It's like we got to be spirit-led and not try to get back to what was, but what is going to be.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of spirit-led, I have something that's really, it's bothering me. And it's these prophetic words that are going on. Wow, you've got...
Oh, boy. You just want us to do something.
I told y'all, Claude and Vicki, messy, y'all. Hey, and all the people don't say pajama that was on there talking about everything, but it was Vicki. And Claude and Shami back there, that back. Vicki ain't talking to me, not me.
Instigated.
But I am wondering, it seems like church can't be the same at all.
Yeah.
We've got this whole capital siege thing. It looks like there might have been some people inside, and and you've got your own governor. What's your governor's name?
Whitmer. Yep.
Yep. And they were trying to assassinate her. This is all happening in your state.
Yeah.
And God's angels had to come to Detroit to save you.
The African angels.
Y'all are crazy.
I said, hey, we need some help down here. These people are crazy.
And then you got in Flint, you got a governor, and bad water. I mean, how are you dealing with the people, both of you? I mean, and where is the music? I think I know where some of the music is because I've heard a song with you and PJ. Jordan. Yeah, how are we gonna address this? We can't just do anything the way we were doing anymore. I don't think
things got to change. You got to rethink.
How do you guys feel about all that stuff happening in your own state?
I mean, honestly, we got to block out the noise. We got to get to a place where we can start blocking out all this noise, because all it does is it brings anger and tension, and it raises the heat on every other issue, that we've been dealing with for years and years and years. And so, honestly, we try to just block out the noise and try to focus on God. You know what I mean? Keep hearing God. See what God is trying to tell us out of this. Because if no one's concentrating on that part of it, we all people's perception. Thus, the angels from Africa and all these.
Yeah, somebody's going strike.
Yeah, it's going to be all these different opinions. You know what I mean? And it's like, are you guys paying attention? We're going to end up carrying it over 2020 into 21, 22, 23 if we don't get it, you know what I'm saying, and bring it on around. We'll just stay in this holding pattern until we come out of it, so change our focus, change our mindset. Right?
Well, yeah, I think that you hit it on the head there. We really have to hear from God, because I'm telling you, I'm listening to some of these people, and I'm saying, which God are you listening to? And so we all got. That's why I'm really concerned myself that to be prayerfully concerned to make sure that I'm really listening, hearing from God. Because all the stuff that's going on. So I'm not quick to judge,
Right.
But you know, it's quick to see what's going on. You say, hey, there's something going on. It ain't right. And so yeah, we really have to hear from the Lord in terms of
And
how to go forward.
And how are you ministering, Jay, when you can't even get physically close to your people? I'm sure we've all got to deal with mental illness, more subjects we never used to talk about.
Yeah,
you know,
just new tactics, new way of executing ministry. Everything is pretty much digital now, right? So we had to just figure out a way to do a digital altar call. What does that look like? We had to try it a few times. It took Pastor Melanie and I 3 months just to get the stream.
Yes, that's your wife.
You know, it took 3 months just to get it solid.
What is a digital altar call? What does that look like?
I mean, it's just, we have the people call a certain number, and then once we have them pretty much in line, the ministers will then reach out to them on the phone, whether it be FaceTime call, a Zoom call, or just a direct call. And sometimes we pray for people right through a text message. Like nothing is out of bounds at this point.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And I believe that God is just watching us going, let me see what y'all gonna do with this. Like he's sitting back, sort of like Job, right? He was just like, I know he's not gonna curse me, but I do want to see how he's gonna navigate through it. And that's kind of the where we are. Like, let me see how they're gonna do altar call. Let me see how they're gonna do communion virtually. Like, what does that look like? And and we just have to really, really buckle down and figure it out, musically as well as ministry.
Watch this. Right. Watch this. And if you really think about it, we've been able to reach the body as a whole.
Oh man,
a whole lot more people.
A whole lot.
We're not in church.
Yeah,
a whole lot.
We're reaching
more people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The body as a whole, right? And so if we change our mindset and look at it for what it really is, it's the bigger picture. You know, we're the last things anyway. And so the closer we get to it, the more people we got to reach.
That's right.
There's innovation
so
and obedience.
We may hold in one building 200, 500 people. Right. Now you're online reaching thousands, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
That's something to be excited about while we over here.
No, oh, really?
Yeah.
For example, our men's group, we used to meet, and that would be about 5 or 6. But now our men's group, we Zoomified it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And we got folks from Texas. We got folks from Virginia. We got folks from New York. We got all kinds of folks
in your little men's group.
My men's group, right?
Awesome.
So yeah, you're right, Paul. That we can reach out and touch more, and it's made it much more effective in terms of reaching out and touching people.
Case in point, like my church, on a weekly basis, we would do anywhere from, on the low, slow days when everybody was partying too much on Saturday, we do about 130. And then on our good days, it'll be upwards of 250, 275. And I looked on our stream on this past Sunday, and we were upwards towards 20,000 people being reached.
Wow.
Like, I mean, it's like, why are you rushing back to 150 people who can reach 20,500? Yes. It's like, come on now, we gotta really think this through. So,
But what has it done for your music too? I mean, you're not going out. What are we gonna hear? New music? What's going on?
Paul keeps asking me every week, and he's just like, "You ready yet? You ready yet? You ready yet?" And I'm like, "Man, you hear my voice? You guys squeaking and cracking."
No, but
how God is gonna work this out? I just feel like every sermon, my voice deteriorates a little bit more. And Paul,
so we gotta be praying about that.
Down your throat or something. But I mean, we got to get back to it, and we are slowly but surely. The PJ song came right at a good time for me, even just emotionally. Just because I love singing, I love music, right? It's just like, hey. But again, God just has me on this agenda of pastor, and I'm really just trying to find the balance. And I have to applaud my partner here because he's sensitive to it. It's not every day that he's just calling me like, yo, we got to get back to work. We got to get back to work. Even though I know there is an urgency.
Yeah, because you guys are workers.
Yeah. So we're getting back to that. I'm just trying to find that groove where I can manage both, because I definitely don't want to neglect God's business and ministry.
Right. And I mean, you've got your other. Do you guys have the label now too as well? I know you had.
Yes, we still have the label, and we're still releasing other artists as well, and then we're also producing other things. We do movie projects, TV projects. I mean, there's other things that we're doing. But we're also taking this time to get our TV studio together, because we have some shows that we're developing. We have a couple shows that we pitched already. They're
Okay.
that are coming soon. And you know, and then we moving into the movie thing, you know, in terms of producing and directing and writing movies as well. So
that's
right,
good.
okay.
you know,
Vicky,
so
he's got some great scripts. Like this dude,
Really?
killing.
Yeah, that's we
Yeah.
moved into a little bit.
yeah,
And
I mean, you know, just we're evolving, you know, because we have the one, we obviously have the time, but at the same time, it's just the next thing. It's just like people are like, what's next for you? It's like whatever we want.
Right.
So
Yeah.
show these other areas, so we're jumping
These
into
are-
those other areas, right?
yeah, I mean, and you look at people like David Talbot. Can you believe that with Jingle Jangle on Netflix?
Yeah.
And Holly Carter, of course, and what she's doing. So
Right.
Exactly.
yeah, there's definitely room out there. But do you think that pastors and even in our music, we need to have? Do you think that we're moving into a more liberation theology, or it used to be more straight? Jesus, we had gotten back into the biblical, straight biblical, but now it's more biblical with the influence of everything that's happening.
One of the catastrophic fails of the Pharisees is their justification of the Word of God, and God is watching during this time, and He's exposing those that have strayed too far away from the fire. Thus, the angels in Africa, thus the laughing uncontrollably, and thus all of this stuff, right? And He's exposing it. And Vicki, I couldn't be an advocate more of we got to stay in the book.
Yeah.
We're clever. We got a lot of great orators out here, but orators, there's not going to be a great orators line in heaven. It's who actually abided by the word, not how good you could put it together with cliches and shrink wrap it and put it in whatever package you want. What did the word say? And are we abiding by the word, or have we changed it so much and become so soft and, like you said, liberal and just, hey, okay, we just love everybody, just try to promote that love energy. No.
Kumbaya.
They'll know you are my disciples by the love you show one to another. You can't dress that up. You can't fix
You can't
that
dress that up.
Yeah, you can't dress. So we got to stay in the word. We got to stay in the book as simple and explicit as possible.
Yeah. That's true. And
I told you, Pastor. I told you.
This
we always knew.
Call it to accountability.
Right.
Right. But part of that is calling to accountability. When you and we won't get too deep into this, but realizing that God is wanting the salvation of the whole person, and not spiritually, socially, and that's why Vicky's. We're very sensitive about mental health as well as physical health and spiritual health, and also in terms of all the associated. And part of what's going on here, I think, is God is showing and revealing, certain kinds of oppression, whether intentional or unintentional, that's been occurring in the United States. And somehow, hey, you guys, just see it for what it is, and not to point fingers, but to say, hey, at least start conversations so how we can address this.
Amen.
Because a lot of times you can do stuff ignorantly, and God just says, hey, hey, wake up, this is not right here. And so we see that a lot, and I praise God that that conversation is beginning to happen. We're starting to see different people wake up. A lot of people ain't waking up though.
There's a lot of people that are
still sleeping. They still sleep.
But I mean, I wonder how did you? I felt some kind of way when your governor was threatened with an assassination. It hit me. Well, they were trying to assassinate her, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they were trying to
kidnap her and kill her.
Kidnap and kill her. And we were like, oh snap! Is this
real?
real?
Wake up! This is real here.
You know what I mean? And it was like, this real, yo.
The plot was real.
It was real.
And they were trying to kill some folks in D.C.
Oh
yeah. They're trying to
Pence, Pelosi.
They went in there. The real militia people actually went in with the intent to capture them.
That's right.
The vandalism and stuff, that was like a byproduct of
that was a cover. That's the cover story.
That was the cover story. Yeah.
So I mean, our prayer and the way we, for me, really, I'm just looking for really poignant music. I think Jamal Bryant last week was saying that this is the first time there's been a movement, like a civil rights type movement, that wasn't started by the church per se.
Yeah.
And I said, and there isn't a music from the church per se. There's always "We Shall Overcome" and things like that. And now I'm wondering, I know probably if I had a label now, I'd be pressing really hard on the relevancy of that music. And I have heard it in this new song that you're doing for sure. But
and remember, he did that. I believe that was on your label, right? With the Chanel version, the first version.
The first version, yeah.
What
was it?
Was it?
No, I think that was
that was Chanel song.
Chanel did that song.
Right.
Right.
So it was 10 years ago.
Sounds so familiar.
She did it.
You know what? I have been part of so much music, I can't remember sometimes. Lord have mercy.
That's your song, Vicki. You own part of it.
Oh.
She said, "Wow." Yeah, man.
But that's something, Vicki, I wanted to, before we get too far into it, I just wanted to applaud who you are, man. Like this mogul we're talking to, PDA. We've always had such
this mogul makes mistakes too, so
yeah, we never said perfect, but just
what did you say in there? I'm so imperfect.
Oh my God.
That's
not perfect, but the moves that God bless you to be able to make and stand on your own feet when women weren't really being thrust in that type of position. So I know you and Claude had some challenges even behind the scenes just from being a woman, a Black African-American woman making the kind of moves you were making. Oh, Vicki, we're so glad to be attached to your history, your journey.
You don't know how, there was a point where something happened and I had some people threatening to kill me because I wouldn't turn over Kirk Franklin. It's a whole long story.
Wow.
And having people like,
you see what she did there? She just rolled Kirk Franklin out there. That's ownership, baby. That's ownership right there. But go ahead, Vicki. I'm sorry. I just want everybody to know who we talking to on this live feed right now. Okay.
But the fact that I had, when we walked out, because you guys had this web, there was also Buster and Chobani, my husband.
Yeah.
The pajam. I had some strong men around me, and when I walked out,
helped a little bit too.
They did.
No, the Fruit of Islam actually had to come out one time. We couldn't get any help anywhere, and I was afraid to go out. We're actually probably going to do a story on it. But having
you need to do a documentary anyway. I told you that 5 years ago.
I know. You know, we've actually got someone talking to us now very seriously. So, having you guys and how you were just always, when a Black woman is doing her thing,
I love it.
and she knows she has Black men like pajam, you know, because you guys are always so
we'll roll up,
and I feel like you're not gonna mess with me because there are Black men who love the Lord. Don't mess with me because they will get you.
Oh yeah, we get you
I can't tell you how liberating that is to feel that you're not just out there by yourself. There's some people that really respect you and love you, and you guys were some of those people that did that. And it would always tickle me how you guys just came in with the chest down.
Oh my God.
We're men and we're here.
She said basically y'all gonna put hands, but lay hands.
Got their name from us actually, but it's cool.
Yeah, that you would lay hands.
And sometimes suddenly. You know,
yes, suddenly. But I wanted to talk about also some things people don't know about you. Like I heard that somebody likes to fly planes.
Oh, that's it.
What's up with this? What's up with this and flying planes?
It was something that was instilled in me and my brother Bill as children. Our dad used to try to get his planes up in the air, his model planes. Yeah, and that just kind of stuck with us. So it's just kind of a way that me and Bill keep Dad's legacy going in our heart.
Okay. So what kind of planes do you have? What models do you have?
There's some that are made out of balsa wood. The others are made out of fiberglass. Others are made by another composite material, foam. and they can go up to 150, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. Are these like gas engines?
Could you
These
send
are
me
gas
some
and electric.
pictures
Gas
sometimes?
and electric. That's
Okay.
it's on my feed. Every now and then I'll post
It's
something.
mostly on the ground.
You know, I think maybe I did see, but we watch them online all the time, and
Yeah.
then
That's me.
PDA.
I'm a junkie. I'm a
Yeah.
junkie.
Okay, I would.
Yeah.
PDA, you like flying?
Nope.
What?
Yes, I fly drones. I got a few drones, and it costs
Cause you nosy, huh?
But he didn't spend all the money he just spent on them planes.
Those things are
No,
expensive.
those planes are
Oh
very
no,
expensive. Now, you don't have any jet planes,
Yeah,
do you?
you got everything.
Yes. I have
You
right
got a
now
jet
in my
plane?
garage, it has to be maybe 21 to 25 planes stacked up.
Oh wow.
Do you have to have it a certain degrees in your
License
garage?
and stuff.
Yeah, you have to have license, and then we have to adhere to some FAA rules.
Yeah.
But
because of where you
yeah.
can fly, things like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Certain
Yeah.
heights that you can go, right?
You got to be registered and insured and stuff just in case you come down on somebody's head. But yeah,
We should have like a plane battle.
Oh
Like
wow.
when this is over,
Listen,
You don't have a plane?
I don't have a look, I used to fly rockets. I used to
Oh,
do
okay.
rockets. So that's what I was doing. And but I've always been interested in it. And,
But more than interested.
I got a little I do, but
More than interested.
I crash a lot of stuff.
So my mother's on it. She wants to know if you make your own planes.
That's Claire
No.
Mack is building.
No.
You buy them. You buy
You buy the kits.
We
buy
buy the kits, and then we put the kits together. Now we customize them. So now I take put my own engines in, my own lights, my own navigation, things like that. But no, I don't have enough time to actually build them from scratch.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
And
Wow.
then PDA, why you got drones? You just nosy? What?
Vicki is messy.
Messy.
Yeah, that's it. I like that factor of it. I'm like, I can spy in on people. Sure, let's do it. Yeah.
And out there in PDA neighborhood, all them big old giant houses, they leave their windows open. So I mean,
Yeah, right. They just got it going on, and you guys with your beautiful families and all of that. Do the wives get involved in any hobbies with you guys?
Not mine. She stays as far away as she possibly can from them planes.
But
She
Jay,
like
your
people in the
boys are
basement.
huge.
People
Yeah,
in the
you're
garage and
They're
basement.
grown.
Yeah, your boys are grown.
How old
Oh yeah. One is junior in Michigan State University, and one's a senior in high school on his way to
Michigan State?
That
Michigan
was
State.
really messing with my head. I was like,
Okay,
wait a
Michigan
minute.
State. Well, look at that's pretty good.
Has that much time gone
That's
by?
what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
And we've seen PDA's daughter. That
I
bunny,
know, right?
she is a beauty. You're the godfather, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's our baby girl.
Well, I don't know, because she's quite a beauty. Just God bless you on that one.
Thank you.
Y'all, so who's the cook in here? You guys cook special dishes?
PDA probably be in the kitchen way more than I would.
Oh man, what's your special dish, bro?
Love to cook. It's like
Wow.
I don't think about anything else but whatever I'm working on and preparing. It's crazy.
Wow.
What's some of your dishes?
I do this shrimp and andouille sausage kind of mix that I put on
Shrimp
grill.
and andouille, okay.
I do a little honey glaze, barbecue, brown sugar.
Okay, now you're talking my language now.
So we have to have a dinner party too after COVID, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Y'all gotta come by the house anyway. Next time y'all over this way anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta go
We
by.
haven't been in Michigan in so long.
Yeah, I
We've
didn't
got
go
so
by
much
do
family.
like a trip to see everybody.
Yeah.
My cousin just went back. He stayed back to Detroit. So, but yeah, man, that's it. Well, see, I don't cook per se, but I have particular dishes that I
We
do.
got some dishes.
Okay.
So, like for example, I do turkey burgers. You can't beat my turkey burger.
I don't know. I got a
Juicy,
secret
the whole
ingredient. I don't know. We might have to have a cook off.
We'll have to see.
Can we have a turkey
The
burger?
turkey burger, man. It tastes like meat.
Turkey is meat.
Yeah,
What you talking about?
No, turkey burgers are usually dry.
Okay.
He said
He
it's
said it's juicy. He
Hell,
means
man.
it's juicy.
People
He
come,
means it's juicy.
ain't turkey meat.
they come
I
from
love
everywhere.
Claude.
Oh,
I love Claude.
It's like meat. He's acting like it's
He said like it was
I'm
vegan.
just talking
Like
about.
it was
Why they double teaming him
I
though?
don't do vegan.
Why they
I
double
don't do
teaming him?
vegan. I don't do vegan. So yeah, no. So I got my specialties, man. That I rock.
And your lemonades.
My,
your
you know,
lemonades.
my yams.
Yeah.
I do a particular way. Yeah, I do certain
Yucca
things.
fries.
Paul's wife, and me, we are the lemonade specialists in the family.
Oh no.
We got some battles coming.
Oh, we can do that.
Okay, so we gotta do. I do lemonade.
Okay.
I do lemonade.
When you go, me and Keisha go double team you.
Oh, yeah, I can't triple team whatever you got to do, cause I do lemonades.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I must say.
You put something in there. You put a little
We
something in
can
there.
do whatever we can do. It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be.
Now listen. What you want?
It's gonna be whatever it's gonna
Latte
be.
against latte,
How strong you wanna go?
Oh man, don't be coming up here
You
telling
notice,
yeah.
nobody's
Or we can do however y'all want to do.
Even 10
Yeah,
said
yeah.
10 said Claude's lemonade is
don't-
fire.
And don't let me do some dirty rice on y'all.
Oh.
Some dirty rice.
I feel a
I
Some
just
dirty
wanna
rice on
know.
y'all.
I want to know why no one's talking about how well I cook.
Well, you speak for yourself, man.
I think I hear crickets. I hear crickets. I hear crickets. I hear crickets.
Well, let's hear a little bit of your song for a minute, and we want to talk about that song that you did with PJ. How's that? If it's not sounding loud enough, go like this, and you guys in the audience too, because we'd love to hear this song. With the great.
You didn't let me know when you.
Oh, well,
She set it up. She's gonna set it up. We'll pop up the volume.
my girlfriend Tana says Vicki don't cook.
Now Tannis.
Now, Tan, we're bringing Tan to our team.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Tannis's husband is a hairdresser to the stars. He does all the looks on the on television in particular, and all the movies, and so we know him for that. And
made me hungry now. We gotta go get something to eat.
I know. It's my stomach's
I
growling
gained
now.
11
About all this
pounds.
food.
Ready? Okay, here we go.
Turn it up.
That I no longer need.
Is that good?
Why he took them away, left me here, I'm not clear. I guess I have more to do, and he has more assignments for me to complete. I still can't believe that you want to use me.
Stop it, Vicki. Thanks, Amanda.
But you still love me when I feel I'm not worth it. Oh, it could have been me, dead and gone, but you never let me all alone, and I'll never be able to repay you for all you done. You didn't have to do it, you still did. I wasn't worthy of any of it, and I'll never be able to repay you all you done. I am forever indebted to you.
Hey, Juju.
Oh, when you leave, what you say I will do. You see in me what no one else could ever see. I fully surrender. Even when I don't understand.
It could have been a
I'm so imperfect, but you still love me when I don't deserve it.
That's the one.
Did Vicki just fade the music in the car? Vicki, you something. She just faded. Yeah, don't ever just hard stop. Fade that. You fade it.
I mean, but that's
Don't sound like preaching hurt your voice at all, bro. So I'm just saying that.
Man, that's studio. That's the studio. And then
Oh, that's
the video
PDA.
was,
Okay, PDA, do your thing. Do your thing,
I
PDA.
went to PJ and I said, PJ, first of all, the song is such a great match for me. Okay, I always loved his writing ability and then his chord structure and everything. So it was a great fit for my voice. But then PDA comes behind it and puts that J Moss project V1. We Must Praise sound on it.
Oh,
It worked. It
Yeah.
worked.
it worked.
Yeah, you know, but the thing is, if you need PDA too, he can mix. I remember a few times
Oh
we
yeah.
couldn't find mixers, and PDA just got right in there and mixed the song.
Vicky,
Yeah.
you used to treat us so good. We used to pack up and go to LA. First of all, we go there to do one song.
Yeah.
And Vicky be like, I need y'all to mix Byron. I need y'all to mix Papa San. I need y'all to mix
David Hollister.
David Hollister. Y'all just stay here the whole month of June, and then y'all will be all right. I'm like, Vicky, we got wives and stuff.
But I loved your wives. They
You
were
took
always
care of
so
us.
nice to me. They didn't ever get upset.
I know you
Yeah.
took care of us. Well, they like the reward.
Yeah, well, hallelujah.
They love the reward.
We really worked hard to do that. I mean, is the music business even working like that anymore?
No. The music is
I
not
don't
working.
Like, oh,
No.
I
The
don't see
music
it.
business.
Let's be real about it.
We
No.
used to come out on Beach Street, stay there for a whole month. She used to let us bring out engineers, the whole
Yeah,
like
everybody.
that experience is so missing in the industry
Yeah.
now. It's almost
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, we got beat up, so after a while, I think that I wasn't, I don't think I was really spiritually and emotionally
yeah.
ready for God really worked with me, but I don't know if there were places I could go to get help with what some of the stuff I was going through that I was
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We knew. We knew it was a struggle. We knew it was a struggle. But you kept making boss moves while you were
Well,
struggling.
talk
Like,
about it.
I mean,
Yeah,
Vicky can make one call, and I don't care if they listen. Vicky can make one call in the Stellar Awards like, yo, I'll shut this whole thing down. Because 60% of the artists performing is mine. Like, what little woman about 4'5" can walk
Yes,
up
4'5".
and be like, I'll shut this whole thing down if I don't get what I need. Like, like, please let us be a part of that documentary, because I'm going to share the truth.
How we gonna do it without you? How we
Yeah,
gonna do
I mean,
it without
the
you?
truth.
What you trying to say? We not
The
there.
truth.
Like, how we gonna do that without
This
you?
woman right here.
It was a
Oh,
collaborative of everybody. I mean, really, we had nothing but geniuses around us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Geniuses.
Yeah,
But
they
you're
started when they were 3 and 4 years old.
Yeah.
But Claude, it was her recruiting. What did Paul say initially? She was the first. She was one of the ones that was just like, nah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready on J Moss yet. And so we had to come back a couple years later. And then she was like, okay, let me try it, And then the marriage happened. But like your recruiting, Vicky, like you weren't just signing stuff.
Well, and I did have Monica Bacon and
The crew.
Tracy Artist, and there was a team. But I don't know. Troy Clark, of course, you heard about Troy passing.
Yeah, absolutely. So sad.
I'm still trying to get myself together on that one.
Yeah.
That was sudden too.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing. Oh, we're almost at that time, but they might let us go over a little. Tell me though now what you're doing now, what the future is going to be for the Jam.
Go ahead,
We
B.
talked about the movie.
In terms of music, or in terms of kind of
See, they're doing the movies. They got that.
The music and the music more than anything. I
She's
mean,
trying to get a J Moss record. That's what she's trying to say.
okay. So you want to talk about J Moss?
When is J Moss coming out with a record? That was the
J
question.
Moss. We got J Moss records. We got J Moss records. But
yeah,
I think
there's
J
a
Moss
lot
go
going on.
along with the record.
With her emotions.
Right now, past the J Moss is it's present.
Yeah.
But
I need J Moss to go along with
the
J Moss records.
And so. Because the first thing people want to do is, can I get him on the phone for an interview? Can I get him in person?
And all that has to happen. And what about you vocally? Well, you did something, didn't you?
Listen. I'm working on my reel for doing like
Voiceover?
character voices, like for
Yeah,
cartoon movies and things like animated
Okay.
movies, stuff like that. So
Okay.
I can see you
I'm
doing
working on
both
that.
voiceover
That's
work.
a
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
so
I
yeah,
can see
you know,
that.
from that perspective, yeah, you know, we got other little things working and coming and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you
But
just-
I understand. We've got some
we
food
gonna
things coming out, so I understand you've got to
Yeah.
expand into.
Yeah.
diversify a little bit, diversify.
And you've got that city of Detroit that is in need of leadership because it's going through
Amen.
so much.
Amen.
It's coming through. Detroit's coming.
No, I know it's coming through.
He's like, don't talk about my city.
But I'm just saying.
No, it is what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, we can't hide it.
I mean,
We
we
don't
can't
have
deny, but they're just making some moves.
No, I know, but I'm just saying when you got people trying to kill the leadership or the leadership
Yeah, but
is
you gotta remember
trying
when
to kill you with the water.
Wayne
Yeah.
County came through, so you know we got some.
No, yeah, you on that voting thing, you got no joke.
MVP.
Well, we wasn't playing. We was walking the streets. We was walking the streets to get that vote. I promise you that.
I'm telling you, man.
Y'all
Wayne
were
County.
doing some kind of work.
That's
'Cause
hard
I was
right
like,
there.
Yeah, we
Well,
were.
listen, a lot of people think that that it was stolen and that stuff really didn't happen. People didn't really show up. Or if
I
they
know
did, it was all wrong and stuff. Bottom line is, we got to move forward.
Yeah.
Whoever's in there, we got to move forward.
Yeah.
right. Well, you could feel it. You in Georgia, I was a little bit shocked on Michigan, really. And then I thought they were going to get to your people and have them try to change it around. I said, Lord, if you guys want to know, right?
Nope. Detroit strong, baby. That's
Yeah.
right.
Detroit strong. I
That's
feel
it.
you.
That's it.
That's what we gotta do.
But we
Well,
worked for
that's
that.
good, man.
Pastors came together. Like a lot of us, we worked for that. Like we used our platforms to make people aware and get out and vote. And they did it.
I think
lost.
you guys did an excellent
Lost.
job.
Go home. You lost.
Folks talking about Detroit strong. Well, we've loved talking to you. We're gonna have to
we missed
obviously do this again.
We got to do part 2.
We miss you too, Shami.
And I want to just shout out that I did.
Hey, I ain't forgetting the lemonade.
Don't eliminate.
Oh my gosh.
No, not
You
serious.
might you're gonna lose that one.
And
Carl.
then we gotta
Lose that one, like March
keep-
Madness.
Paul, we gotta figure out who really can throw down. So that means
Turkey
we all
burgers.
gotta get
Turkey burgers
vaccinated.
and lemonade. Let's
We
do
all
it.
gotta get
Turkey burger
vaccinated.
lemonade.
Yeah, we didn't. Are you guys gonna get vaccinated?
We gotta get vaccinated.
My wife has decided to get vaccinated. I'm still praying.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna get vaccinated, bro. So
Okay.
Can I also say, I
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
go
say
ahead.
publicly thank Jay and PDA for letting me style the first 2 J Moss albums. Also my mom, but Jay didn't have to.
You
And
nailed
I
it.
said it on a post, but it was like one of the best experiences in my life. And you
I
guys
had hair.
have always been so supportive.
I had hair then. Remember my little Indian I had?
Mother-
Yes. But I
Well, you looking like
I
this?
like, but
Yeah, Claude. See how messy Claude is? Vicki and Claude is messy. Everything's a competition. Don't let her tell you. I was just trying to do good ministry music. No. That Vicki is a ferocious lion. Her and Claude, they will go in your jugular.
Yeah, man.
Well, you guys, we love you so much.
Oh man,
We're
just
We're
good
gonna
to
talk a
say.
little bit more at another time. Hey, Stan Jones.
Yeah, hey, Stan.
Everybody.
Thank you so much
For
for
coming in.
coming in. We appreciate it. We'll call
Oh,
you
we
again
got
a little later in the
Leon
year.
has a whole bunch of questions for you
Leon.
guys.
Oh,
So and then
We got to do part 2 where we can really get into the questions and the
Yeah.
stories and
yeah,
stuff.
just about producing and
Yeah,
some of
people
your
wanna know about your
producing
producers.
skills. So we didn't get to it, but we got Leon's a part of our team,
yeah. Hey,
and so
Leon.
we'll reach out to him.
Oh, that's right.
He
had a lot
wants
of
to, he's an aspiring songwriter, producer too, and so he was really excited about you guys. So we didn't really get to
Good
some of
deal.
his questions.
Good deal. Thank y'all.
Oh, I'm
Appreciate
sorry.
it.
My daughter says I'm being gross with my nose. Excuse me.
That's right, Shami. That's right. Take care of it, Shami.
See, them the stories
Yeah,
that
that's-
in part 2 we gonna talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's Vicky's quirky. Vicky's quirks.
Help me, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll get more on the producing because people do want to know about producing, and we didn't talk about anything like that this time, but we'll get to it next time.
And the J
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Shout out to my LWC family. What up, Living Waters? Bless y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out.
See, faster.
Sorry, I had to bring it back.
No,
Yeah.
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 You should do a sermon and song album. Sermon and song.
Did you hear that? Sermon and song.
Sermon
album.
and
That's the name of the record. That's the name of the record.
She would like to hear you do your sermons and do songs
Okay.
in
I got
between.
it.
Like the moments that you have on Instagram where you give us the little snaps, give us some of that and then give us a song that goes with that word you just gave us. Like when people talk, that moment, and then you give us a song like Florida or Let It Go. Let It Go.
They always working.
The
They
sermon
always
that
working.
had on the other side. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, here they go.
So she got it. So
Let's
she
talk about
passed
it all.
it went from her to her.
It transferred.
It transferred.
It's
They trying to,
Put Claude in the
Oh,
backseat.
snap. Oh, snap.
I'm in bed backseat.
That was a good
She's
idea.
a product of the whole thing. I love it.
That was a good idea. I like that.
It's a dope
That's
idea.
a dope idea.
It's a dope
It's
idea.
the shift. And God's doing something new.
Shaking it
So
up.
he's
Look at
shaking
the hand.
it
Look at the hand.
up.
Look at the hand.
So you
What
got
the
to
hand
do
doing?
both.
Shaking it up.
You got to do both. Now you got to give us the
I
song and
like
the
that
song.
idea.
Look at Stan Jones on here talking about some, that's a dope
That's
idea.
actually a dope
It
idea.
really is a dope idea.
I'm gonna try it and tag all y'all in it.
Yeah, but I like that idea a lot. And it's for what people need today. Yeah.
We might have thanks.
Okay.
We gonna have a side combo.
Yeah, but Claude over there like, okay, now I gotta drop the contract. Now how we gonna make that? We gotta make sure we in this.
So what's it gonna cost?
What's it gonna cost? That's
It
Claude.
wasn't gonna
You're
cost.
so right.
What's it going to cost? Hey,
Yo,
Warren.
Like, yo, get him out here. Claude be like, wait a minute, that's too many first class tickets.
We doing it virtual because
You're talking about Claude and them airline tickets. Claude is very cheap when it comes to airline tickets.
that's why we got Zoom. That's why we got Zoom.
We be out there renting Benzes and convertible Hummers and everything.
Wait,
Claude
you
be
guys
like,
kept the bump
y'all got
car.
the wrong
That's
shot.
how y'all roll,
Y'all
too.
had always had a bomb convertible.
Y'all roll that way.
Always.
But y'all don't
Claude
have
be
to
back
fly
there.
that way.
We be making Claude lose sleep. He like, oh my goodness, where's all this budget coming from?
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
Yeah.
love you much. We're going to let
Love
you go.
y'all too.
Love you
Thank
guys,
you.
man.
Okay.
Be
Yeah.
safe.
Y'all be
safe.
good.
Strong.
See ya.
Be blessed. Amen.
How you doing? How you?
Hello.
What's
Thank
up?
you so much for watching Carfitable
Yes,
Talks.
thank you.
Please remember to press that like button, and we need you to subscribe. And also,
Leave some comments. Really need to hear from you.
thank you.